Hello, welcome to the channel. It's good to hear you guys again. It's me, Beaky, in quite a while. This next story is called The Cellphone Tower. So sit back and relax. Near my house there's a dense forest. In the middle of a forest, a cellphone tower stands tall among the trees, raising higher than any other structure. Now, a cell phone tower is nothing extraordinary in 2015, but the legend that surrounds ours is a bit unsettling at best. Because of the tower's location within the forest, it's rather inaccessible to most people. Even those who service the thing have a hard time getting to it with all their equipment. But nevertheless, it has served as effectively been dubbed as the Tower of Death by our town. The tower is a state-of-the-art for when it was built, and it replaced a much older tower, which was smaller and nearing the end of its life cycle. But as legend goes, 2 days after the tower was built, a young couple who was obviously under influence climbed the top of the tower in hopes of taking a picture of the sunset as it descends over the small town. As they reached the antenna cluster at the top, the girl was suddenly snagged on a key and lost her footing, causing her to fall to her death. The male was devastated. He ended up fleeing himself off as well, but still dying instantly. He survived just long enough to drown in his own blood. They died in agony and panic, never having said their last words. Ever since, the tower refused to operate normally and would sometimes inexplicably cut out when the sun was setting. The people reported hearing faint sounds, adult screams when calling their phones, and would even get texts from unknown numbers with the words, "Help" or "Please help us." The various carriers on which the tower was served soon notified of these strange occurrences and went to investigate. When they opened up the transceiver at the base of the antenna, they hastily replaced it with a lot of servers, switches, and other equipment that controlled the tower. One of the technicians claimed that they found droplets of fresh blood on the electronics, which were still inside a solid steel enclosure that was completely watertight. This all happened well after the death of the couple, and the structure and surrounding areas was well cleaned from top to bottom long ago. Many assumed that maybe an animal had been killed near the antenna, or that a technician was making a whole thing up for attention, but others suspected something a bit more disturbing. Despite their best efforts of the ISP, the tower would not operate reliably. I personally never believed any of that, but what happened to me yesterday has become a bit more open-minded about the whole thing. You see, I was taking a walk, enjoying the beautiful sunset, one last time before winter sets in, when I looked up at the supposed Tower of Death, and what I saw was the silhouette of a person barely visible hanging on from one horizontal bar on the antenna cluster. The person was clearly struggling with his feeling. I watched in horror as that person fell from the tower, probably hundreds of feet, straight to the ground. Panicking, I dialed 911 and ran forward to the tower, deep down knowing it was probably long dead. It took me an hour and a half to arrive at the base of its enormous structure, and when I arrived, the entire There was no body to be found, no blood, no evidence anyone had been here in ages. Emergency services arrived just minutes later, and all they found was me frozen in shock. I tried to explain to them what I saw, but they likely thought that I was either drunk or just plain crazy, or probably both. They walked the tower once over, found nothing, and left. That night, I was beginning to finally relax and assumed it was probably just an optical illusion when I received a strange text from an unknown number, and all it said was just one single word: help. If you like the story, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for listening, by the way. Have a safe night, guys. Till next time.